Have you ever wondered why some people seem unperturbed and serene in the face of life's storms? Today, we're going to explore a philosophy that might just hold the answer. Welcome to Stoicism, a school of thought born in the bustling heart of ancient Greece and refined in the grandeur of the Roman Empire. Stoicism's central tenets advocate for tranquility, courage, justice, and wisdom, values that can help us navigate the tumultuous seas of life. This philosophy urges us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. It teaches us to maintain equanimity in the face of adversity and to view every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. So whether you're battling life's tempests or simply seeking a sense of inner peace, Stoicism can offer you a sturdy anchor. Now let us delve deeper into the habits that may prevent us from embracing the Stoic mindset. But what are the barriers that keep us from achieving this peace of mind, this Stoic calmness? Let's delve into the concept of anti-Stoic habits. These habits, my friends, are the antithesis of Stoic principles. They are behaviors and thought patterns that keep us tethered to the tumultuous seas of emotional instability rather than the serene harbor of Stoic calm. They are the roadblocks on our journey to Stoicism, and recognizing them is the first step to removing them from our lives. One of the most common anti-Stoic habits is indulging in excesses. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate what we have, to live simply and with contentment, but the anti-Stoic habit of excessiveness pulls us into a never-ending chase for more. More possessions, more experiences, more. It's like trying to fill a bottomless pit. This chase distracts us from the present moment and from appreciating the simple joys in life, which is the essence of Stoicism. Next, we have the habit of focusing on the past or the future instead of the present. Stoicism encourages us to live in the here and now, to appreciate the present moment as it unfolds. But this anti-Stoic habit has us dwelling on past regrets or fretting over future uncertainties. And what does this do? It robs us of the peace and tranquility that comes from living in the present moment. Lastly, we have the habit of getting swept away by emotions. Stoicism teaches us to observe our emotions, not to be controlled by them. But this anti-Stoic habit allows our emotions to take the driver's seat, leading us into a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. It's like being in a tiny boat in the middle of a stormy sea, tossed around by the waves of our emotions. In conclusion, these anti-Stoic habits, indulging in excesses, focusing on the past or future, and getting swept away by emotions, are the roadblocks that keep us from achieving Stoic calmness. Recognizing these anti-Stoic habits is the first step to removing them from our lives. Our first anti-Stoic habit is living in excess. A life of excess, be it in terms of material possessions, food, or even emotions, is a life that strays away from the Stoic principle of moderation. Let's picture this. You're at a buffet. The choice is immense, but does that mean we should pile our plates high, sampling every morsel on offer? No, overindulgence often leads to discomfort and regret, something we've all experienced. The same principle applies to material possessions. Does owning the latest gadget or the most luxurious car bring long-lasting satisfaction? Or is it merely a fleeting feeling, soon replaced by the desire for something newer, better? And let's not forget about emotions. Emotions are a part of life, yes, but when we allow ourselves to be consumed by them, to live in constant emotional excess, we lose our balance and our peace. So, what's the solution? The Stoics would say, moderation. Remember, moderation is key to a balanced life. The second anti-Stoic habit is dwelling on the past or future. Now, this is a trap that many of us fall into, isn't it? We constantly find ourselves shackled by the chains of past regrets or daunted by the uncertainties of the future. But my friends, this is a habit we must strive to break free from, for it is contrary to the principles of Stoicism. Stoics believe in the power of the present, the here and now. They argue that the past is a ghost and the future is a dream. Neither truly exists. Only the present is real, tangible within our grasp. It's like the old saying goes, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. But how do we stop ourselves from falling into the abyss of past regrets or future worries? The answer lies in cultivating mindfulness, in becoming more aware of our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. Mindfulness is the antidote to our habit of dwelling on the past or future. It helps us stay grounded in the present, to be here, now. Let's start by taking a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs and then slowly leave your body. Think about your breath. Think about this moment. This is mindfulness. This is being present. Now apply this to your everyday life. When you're eating, focus on the taste, the texture, the smell. When you're walking, feel your feet touch the ground. Listen to the sounds around you. Be in the moment. Be present. And remember, Stoics don't ignore the past or future. They simply don't let it control them. They learn from the past and plan for the future, but they live in the present. They understand that the only thing we truly have control over is how we respond to the present moment. So let's learn to let go of our past regrets and future anxieties. Let's practice mindfulness and stay grounded in the present. Let's live like the Stoics, because the past is gone, the future uncertain. The present is all we truly have. Our third and final anti-Stoic habit is being swept away by our emotions. Now, it's no secret that emotions are an integral part of our human experience. They color our world, shape our interactions, and often dictate our responses. However, when we allow these emotions to overwhelm us, to sweep us off our feet and carry us away, we veer away from the Stoic path. Stoics view emotions not as the enemy, but as a part of life that requires understanding and management. They believe in emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from negative emotions and maintain a positive outlook. It's like being the captain of your ship in a stormy sea. The waves and winds are strong, but as the captain, you have the power to keep your ship steady. So, how do we manage our emotions in a Stoic manner? Well, the first step is practicing detachment. This doesn't mean that you should be devoid of emotions. Rather, it's about not letting your emotions dictate your actions. It's about feeling the emotion, acknowledging it, but not letting it control you. Secondly, view situations objectively. When faced with an emotionally charged situation, take a step back. Remove yourself from the equation and look at the situation as if you were an outsider. This perspective can help you see things in a different light, allowing you to respond rather than react. Consider this analogy. Imagine your emotions are like a river. If you're standing in the middle of the river, it's easy to get swept away. But if you step onto the bank and observe the river from a safe distance, you can appreciate its power without being consumed by it. It's also important to remember that emotional resilience isn't built overnight. It takes time, patience, and practice. But the more you work on it, the stronger your resilience becomes. So the next time you find yourself being swept away by your emotions, remember these Stoic practices. Feel the emotion, but don't let it control you. View the situation from an objective standpoint. Practice detachment and build your emotional resilience. Remember, emotions are natural, but how we react to them is within our control. So, how can we overcome these anti-Stoic habits and cultivate a Stoic mindset? Let's take a quick journey back through our exploration. We've identified living in excess, dwelling on the past and future, and being overwhelmed by emotions as barriers to embracing Stoicism. But remember, barriers are not dead ends. They're merely obstacles that can be overcome with perseverance and the right mindset. Living in excess, as tempting as it may seem, only serves to distract us from the true essence of life. Instead, practice moderation. Enjoy life's pleasures, but never let them control you. Remember that less is often more. When it comes to dwelling on the past and future, remember that the past is a place of reference, not residence, and the future is a place of expectation, not a destination. The present is where life happens. Embrace it, live in it. By focusing on the here and now, you'll cultivate a sense of peace and tranquility that no amount of worry about the past or future can disrupt. And when faced with overwhelming emotions, take a deep breath and observe. Emotions, like passing clouds, come and go. They do not define you. By being an observer of your emotions rather than a slave to them, you'll gain a sense of detachment that will allow you to navigate life's storms with a calm and steady hand. The path to Stoicism is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about making small, consistent changes in your daily habits and thought patterns. It's about choosing to respond rather than react, to observe rather than absorb, to live in the present rather than dwell in the past or future. The benefits of adopting Stoicism are immense. It can bring a sense of calm, clarity, and peace that few other philosophies can offer. It can help you navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and composure, and it can transform the way you see yourself and the world around you. Remember, the journey to Stoicism is not an overnight transformation. It's a gradual and rewarding process. Start today and experience the tranquility that Stoicism can bring into your life.